Hi, you're watching On the Town. Welcome back. So nice to see you all again this week. This week's special is, let's see, this week special guest is a former foster youth who now is making a bridge to youth aging out of foster care. But before we bring her on, I wanted to give you just a couple of the stats. And, they go up and down as time and now addiction going up. So they go up and down. There were approximately 400,000 kids living in the foster care system in the United States. And about 24,000 age out of the system every year nationwide. And there's more than, it's about 1,200 just in New York City alone. So you do the numbers, and they change, like I said before. In New York City, nearly 13,000 children live in the foster care system. And they usually stay an average, they say, of 6 or 7 months. I don't know. I stayed all my life, but that's what they say. It costs $29,000 a year to keep a child in foster care system. And these are all outdated numbers, it looks like. But with that being said, this next young lady that we have as our guest tonight has made it her goal and her mission to help young ladies who are aging out of foster care by starting an agency called Hot Muse. Please welcome the lovely executive director and founder of Hot Muse, Tamika McLean. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi,
how are you?
I'm great. I'm doing well. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being our guest. I know today was a crazy day for you, and thank you for taking the time to still come in here and talk to us. So, Hot Muse, I wanted to know about it, but first, I wanted to know what brought you to helping others in foster care first.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Tanya. That was a great question. So, I was in the system for 7 to 8 years. I entered at the age of 13, going on 14, and aged out at 21. So I had the ability to really see, the issues, what was going on in the system. And I knew eventually at some point that I wanted to find a way to help with filling in the cracks. Right. So, I took note, and eventually years later, I started this nonprofit organization to cater to young women in foster care. So here I am.
That's amazing. And now, do you think that you having been in foster care, that gives you a fresher perspective on how to help?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And you and I, we've had conversations about this. We have a PhD in it, right?
Exactly.
So we know what it is firsthand. We know, we have the ability as foster care youth to spot out the real from the not so real, right? We have the ability to understand one another. And you and I, we just got off of an actual meeting that kind of gave me the feeling like a lot of us have similar stories. Yes. Where those similar stories, it allows us to connect with each other. So that's what I have, and that's what you have as well, the ability to connect with foster care youth and alumni. And I think that's the beauty of it, because we then begin to start somewhat of a community of our own to where we can support each other. And Hot Muse is one of those communities where, we can come together and support young women and men.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. Listen, I can't turn my back on anybody that needs assistance. So if you knock on our door, I'm going to do the best that I can do to make sure that we can support you and guide you, the right way. So, yeah.
So if I was a young lady who was aged out foster care and maybe I was in college or trying to get to college, I could probably call on your services as long as I had proof or something.
You sure can. We actually have a case right now that we're working on where she actually was a young woman. You know who she is. I won't be mentioning her name. So yes. So we are pretty much advocating for her, making sure that, we connect and speak to the right people, whether that's the social worker, whether that's the independent living coordinator, attorneys, and we call whomever we have to speak to make sure that tuition is taken care of. We also try to scout out housing if you need it. We are here to support you all the way through the challenges that you may face with the system. And we do this with working with our allies and other agencies that we partner with, one being Foster Kids Unite, Tanya, your organization.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, we try to reach out to the community and get everybody on deck so we can make sure these kids are taken care of.
Great. Well, now, so females, you're particularly into females. I saw some of the stats on that. Like for instance, female former foster youth are more likely to be arrested than the general population. What was the other one? Getting pregnant before a certain age, before 23, I think it was. Is that why you took a special interest in particularly girls? Even though I know you help both.
Yes, that's well, a few of what you just mentioned, a few of those reasons are the reasons why we started the organization. And one, because I am a woman. So I could understand the needs of a woman, more so than a man per se. But yes, I do my best, or we do our best to try to kind of kill the statistics when it comes to young women in foster care. The idea of Hot Muse is to pretty much get in there, work with each young woman, figure out what their needs are so that they don't fail, so that they don't have to run to the streets per se for support. The idea is to support these women so they don't end up as sex trafficked victims or, early, pregnant at an early age. We try to do our best to make sure we're educating them and making sure that, or try to make sure that they don't fall through the cracks, So
Right. Well, I want to know about your event coming up on October 24th. Did I say that right? Let me see. Yes.
So
Oleg will be speaking. Oleg,
yes.
He's a great speaker, so I know he'll be speaking. And your yoga instructor is the lovely Sav Aiello. Did I say her name right?
Aiello, yes.
Yes. Tell me more about that event.
Well, I'm really, really excited. As you know, we have a program. One of our programs is yoga and wellness. And we discovered that the kids really, or the young adults really, really enjoy yoga. And we wanted to open it up to whomever is willing to attend. So what it is going to be a moment where you have the opportunity to release any tension that you may have within yourself, your mind, your spirit, and your body. And, again, like you said, Oleg, he's an amazing speaker. He's been adopted. He'll be able to tell a little bit of his story and give you his message. And then Miss Sav, she's going to spend 40 minutes with yoga. And she's just pretty much going to stretch you out, teach you the basics of yoga. And she's also going to go through moments where she's going to ask you to, reflect a little bit on your experience. And then we're going to end it with, giving thanks to our sponsors and our donors. We're going to hand out a few awards as well to some of the youth and young adults that we are connected to. And that's what the event is going to be. And we're really excited and we're looking forward to seeing whomever will be in attendance.
Now, does your agency normally do yoga for people, or that's just for this event?
Well, we do. We have supplied our sessions to agencies within a community via webinars. Especially, we started at the beginning of the pandemic with this because we wanted to find a way to give kids another outlet or another coping tool. Right. So, and with yoga, it helps you release tension, and
I do yoga. Absolutely.
Yep. Oh,
and
awesome.
That's the beauty of this, is that I try to tell anybody I know that's going through any trauma in their life or have been through trauma, that yoga really can help you focus and get back on track. And now the pandemic, boy, do we all need to be on track. So you guys, my viewers, if you're out there and you are a yogi head, you might want to check this event out. There's a 1-800 number down there. You can also Google them, Hot Muse, just put a period between each of the letters. But I think it's going to be a fabulous event. I got my tickets already. Hello. And it's going to be awesome. So what else? I'm trying to think. I think that, what your agency is doing is awesome, because so many youth right now are experiencing, like the kids that are at college, they're telling us stuff like, oh, we don't really have a support. And like the doctors send them back. If they're on medication, they get sent back to these random foster homes. I know one girl said she's been in 30 foster homes. Every time she comes home from college, she's got to go somewhere different for the break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding? So I can't imagine during the pandemic what she's going through. But it's just, I get very excited when I see someone that was in care, open agency, because then I know our intent is a little bit different. It's not always about the cash. It's about the mental stability and helping human beings reach their full potential.
Yes. Yes.
So I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to tell us about how people can reach you, or
yes.
what?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, you can reach us at www.hotmuse.org. Again, you can call the 1-800 number, 1-800-241-4981. You can give us a ring. You can also check us out online. You can fill out our contact form, send us a little message, and we will get back to you. And I just want to make sure that all young adults who are in the transitional phase of aging out, if you guys feel like your social workers aren't doing enough, which let me tell you something, social workers are amazing.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? They the job that they do can be strenuous, it can be stressful, and they also have rules and regulations that they have to abide by, that sometimes prevent them from going but so far to help a youth. So my advice to youth who feel like they're not getting enough assistance from social workers, independent living coordinators, reach out to Hot Muse. We will reach out to the rest of our allies and partners and do our best to make sure that you are taken care of. Now, that doesn't mean that we'll be able to solve every problem. You know what I'm saying? You got to be realistic. So, but we are definitely here to support you for sure.
Well, that's awesome that they have another, because it's really about connections and just having a resource. For me, I was so happy all the resources I had, which weren't many back then, but everyone counts. And I'm trying to tell young people, utilize every last one that comes about, because our goal is not how much money can we get off this kid. Oh, we always want money because then we can help you even more. But that's not the first. That's not the first intent, as I say. So it's much appreciated, because I started my organization because I got tired of hearing stories, and I said, well, what can I do just a little bit? Doesn't have to be a lot of it, just a little bit. And I figured, like you, if I can just do this part, then maybe, something else will change. And it's true. More people are starting their own agencies, and that all together, I think we're going to do amazing things.
I agree 110%. And let me tell you, Tanya, you are a beautiful, amazing being. I am so grateful that, we had the opportunity to meet up and, get to know each other. And it's just amazing to see the work that you're doing, that you have been doing. So I'm just grateful.
Thank you. About you, though. Hot Muse is what we're talking about. You guys, Saturday, October 24th, I have my tickets. If you like yoga, you definitely want to check it out. And if you don't like yoga, the speaker is going to be amazing. It's Oleg. I mean, he's amazing. Some of you experienced him at my event, his event actually, in New York City, where I spoke. But he's a great speaker. He comes straight from the heart, and he's inspirational to anybody. You don't even have to be a foster kid. You could just be downtrodden. And I guarantee you, when you leave, you'll be like, wow, maybe I do have in their life. So you definitely want to get tickets for that event. And with that being said, what is there anything that stood out in mind the first time you knew that you wanted to help foster children and start Hot Muse? Anything stand out in particular?
I just want to save lives. That's just the bottom line. Because especially now, while being in it and like learning more about the back end of things and pertaining to social workers, attorneys, and how it's all done. Again, I'm gonna go back to a current case. The system tends to sometimes drop the ball, and there needs to be definite change. When it comes to again, filling in the cracks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just very surprised some of the times when I hear certain things Like, for example, I heard recently, a young woman being told that, oh, if, I hope you're prepared. I hope you're prepared because you're about to age out and, pretty much good luck, And I'm like, wow, how insensitive is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you give a child a list of resources, have her sign the dotted line at the bottom and say sayonara. Like, it's not
Kind of
enough.
how I learned.
Yeah, but it's like it's 2020 now, so you would hope that it's a little bit better. And in some cases it is better from when I was in the system. There has been improvement, but there's more work that needs to be done. So.
Yes, absolutely more work, and I think it's done together as a community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's another thing. I wish bigger agencies were more supportive of smaller ones like us who are former foster youth. And I'll speak about it. I have to, but I'll speak about it. I think that's so crucial that they give contact to people who have never even experienced the system, and you have someone right in your face that experienced the system, now knows the system, knows how to break through to the kids, and you still put them on the back burner. That boggles my mind. That boggles my mind. But there's always, there's always more ways to skin a cat. So I'm not worried about it. It's just I wish more agents would say, you know what? Let's hire these. Let's find out who all the former current foster youth are who are starting agencies. Let's see what they're offering, and let's see how we can bring them in.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. And they're paying people a lot of money, $25,000, $20,000. I mean, a lot of money to do things that we could do, and probably for less and better.
Hello.
Because here's the thing. I had a lady say to me once at a place I can't say the name of, obviously, but she says, "Oh, well, what?" Because I had only $500 scholarship, which it started out $250, so I think $500 was great. But to her, she says, "Oh, what's $500 going to do for our kids? We give $10,000 scholarships." I said, "Really? Do you?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Oh." I said, "Where's the last kid that won?" Well, I don't know. Exactly. You don't. And that's the difference. I can tell you where the last one that got my $500 is at. And she's a doctor now. And I got another one that was at master's, and I got another one with a master's, and you're teaching mathematics at a school, and another one's social worker. So what can you tell me? Where's your money? I don't understand. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say because you've given $10,000 that's a great thing, because I can guarantee you that the kid that got the $10,000 is the favorite one that does all the media for them. That's another thing. I don't like that. That's how I started my agency, because I got tired of people. I was never the favorite kid. So I didn't like that all the other places, the church, everybody would give scholarships out, and I would be the one that wouldn't get it. And I'm like, why are you not giving? I'm the one that needed it. Like, really? Right. So we don't play favorites. And that's, I like that factor. And I like the work you're doing. I just hope that as a community can help each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to see that there's somebody else on the mission. And that's it, I guess. Any last requests? I can't believe time flies so quickly.
Any last requests from me?
Yes. Anything? Any last information, I guess we'll say?
No, I hope, you guys are in attendance on the 24th. So you could really... What was that?
I got my tickets.
Yes, I know you're going to be there.
Yes.
But, anybody who's watching, I really hope to see you guys there. Just so you can, again, get the opportunity to hear Oleg's story, see how powerful he is with his delivery. And then, check out SAV, and then, stay around for the awards ceremony, and then be on your way, Yeah.
And what will the money go toward exactly? So
the money will go towards our emergency displacement fund. So our emergency displacement fund is a fund where we raise money for college students who need help with, maybe a little bit of their tuition, or a phone bill, or, maybe 1 month's rent, possibly. So little bills that we can.
That a mother would do if they had one.
There you go.
Pretty much. Good for you.
Right. Good for you. So mainly to that, and also, to our programs. we have our facilitators that work with the youth. And we're also looking to create another program right now that we're working on. And we'll need assistance with that. So it's pretty much programming in our emergency displacement fund right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being a guest with us. I want to tell my viewers, thank you guys for watching again. So remember, Saturday, October 24th, and the number for Hot Muse is down there. You can go to their website to get your tickets. And the tickets are by donation too, right? Or something to that.
You can definitely donate. You can donate whatever amount.
Yeah. Yep. It's affordable, guys. It's affordable. I can tell you that. I bought one. I'm actually going to buy another one. But it's a great thing, a virtual yoga and wellness gala. That's what the title is. And you have the lovely Ole Blackie speaking. Some of you don't know, he's adoptee, shares a powerful story. And you're going to get the best yoga instructor around right now, Sav Aiello. So you got to check it out, guys. You got to check it out. And Tamika, I thank you so much for being my guest. And I can't believe time is flying that quick. But
I know.
I'm excited for the events, and I'll see you before them, though. But thank you.
You will. You're welcome, Tanya. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon, lady.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.